Hey everyone, Ash here. Just a heads up, this video will contain spoilers for Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2, so if you don't want to be spoiled, click away right now because these episodes, as of recording this video, have yet to air in the US. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click away right now because things are gonna get big. Anyway guys, with that said, enjoy the review and I hope you guys stick around for the video. Wow, just wow. So, I just got done watching Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2 finale, wrapping up Beast Morphers as a total, and I'm speechless. I don't know what to say about this finale. I'm kind of emotional trying to figure out what to say about this last episode because it's something. It's an emotional roller coaster, especially the ending we got for this season, for the very first Hasbro era of Power Rangers. I mean, if this was like the end of Power Rangers in total, this would be a really good finale because not only that, we got the RPM cliffhanger from 11 years wrapped up, we got the characters we've been following for over almost 2 years wrapped up, and it's like I said, it's been one crazy emotional roller coaster, and I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess just take it from the top and let's talk about this episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Season 2, Episode 22 or Episode 20, whatever you want to call it. So the episode picks up where we last left off, where Evox or Venjix, whatever you want to call them, had taken over the Morphex towers and were all traveling across the world into one big tower, which is the Morphex or Grid Morphex Tower number 1, and all the energy is gathering around. People are evacuating. Roxy's helping them out, which is really nice of her. Good job to Roxy right over there. And the Rangers are recording a public service saying, "Hey, the city's not safe. Everyone leave. You need to go." And just a small nitpick with this scene here. They're recording it pre-recorded to show for the station. If this is a emergency, a big nationwide emergency, instead of recording it, they should be having it live, because from what I get from that bit there, they're making it as a single piece story and not a live emergency broadcast, but it is what it is. It's just a small nitpick on what I picked up in this episode. So Zoe's mum hangs back and she's like, "Hey, my kid works in laundry. Can she come with me when we evacuate the city? She's very important to me. I know she only works in laundry, but I want her with me when we evacuate the city." And Commander Shaw's like, "I'm sorry, we can't do that. Your daughter's very important. She's a critical asset to our team." And Zoe's mum like, "Why? She works in laundry." And then Commander Shaw gives Zoe a nod because Zoe hanged back and she takes off her helmet. You get the reveal to Zoe that her mum she's a ranger, and they hug and she's like, "I should have known it all along. You solve big problems after all." And that was a gut puncher moment. I mean, that was a nice emotional moment we had in this episode. I mean, it was really nice. I mean, kind of made me cry, made me want to cry seeing that moment, because when you get moments like this in Power Rangers where they finally reveal the secret and you get moments like this, it's really nice. So I'm glad we finally wrapped up that loose end and she finally got to reveal her secret to her mum and stuff like that. So that was a really nice moment and I enjoyed it quite a fair bit. So yeah, I'm getting emotional just talking about it. So the Rangers confront Evox or Venjix outside of the tower, and Evox is like, "Haha, your weapons won't work on me." And the Rangers are like, "Think again." And what they do, they summon all kinds of weapons from out Ranger history that they've got from the vault, because what Evox or Venjix did, he scanned all the Grid Battle Force weapons that they had in their data, in their systems, but what he didn't scan was the weapons in the vault. So those weapons are really effective on Evox. They knock him down. You get to see Nate and Steel fight Evox. They kick him around for a bit, and then the Rangers use the Lion X bow and arrow thingy on him. It's got a name, it's got a really long complicated name. Someone will probably correct me in the comment section down below, but they use that on it and they use an arrow on it that's going to blast Evox to smithereens, but it doesn't work. Evox catches it and throws it to the side, and he's like, haha, that won't work on me, suckers. And he summons a bunch of Robotrons to fight off the Rangers. I think they're either brand new ones or probably just suits they have lying around for the show, but he summons them to distract the Rangers while he runs off into the tower. Steel chases after him and goes into the tower where there's all this grid energy, and you think Evox is almost going to get into the Morphex tower and take over it, so you're worried for a second that things aren't going to go good for Evox and stuff like that. So yeah, Steel fights off Evox. He's like, I'm going to stop you. So he tries stabbing the arrow into him, but unfortunately it doesn't work, and Steel is destroyed. He's killed. And Nate witnesses as the other Rangers witness it. Steel sacrifices himself to try and stop Evox, and yeah, a character dies in this season finale, unfortunately. It kind of sucks, to be honest. And you feel for Nate when his brother dies, because he's like, oh no, and stuff like that. But yeah, it was kind of gut-punching to see Steel bite the dust against Evox, because it shows that nothing is stopping Evox or Vengix in this episode, so yeah. So the Rangers go back to Grid Battle Force, and they do a big announcement on the speaker system saying one of our own had fallen in battle. Steel was only half robot and half human, half robot, but he fought to protect everyone and all of us, and his sacrifice won't be in vain, so we want everyone to leave the Grid Battle Force HQ because we don't want to lose anyone else. And this is where you get an I'm Spartacus moment, or we'll fight together moment, because everyone says we'll stay too, like Ben and Betty are like we'll stay too, and then everyone on the monitor who works at Grid Battle Force or those Grid Battle Force extras say we'll fight too. So you get the entire of Grid Battle Force sticking together to help out the Rangers and fight the final battle with them. It's a really nice moment, a really emotional, gut-punching moment where you get the entire Grid Battle Force team wanting to stick by everyone and help them out. So, that, like I said, this episode is full of gut-punching, emotional scenes that kind of wanted to make me cry, to be honest, because this season finale was probably one of the best season finales of Power Rangers we've gotten in the longest time. I mean, we've had a few iffy season finales of Power Rangers seasons, but this is one of the better ones. This is one of the good ones that I've enjoyed quite a fair bit. So Evox or Vengix, whatever we're calling him throughout this review, this final episode, he creates a giant Giga Drone. So the Rangers get in their Ultra Beast, Ultra Megazord to fight him, and they're getting knocked down. They're getting knocked down, and they got to think of a strategy to win. And then they come to the conclusion that, hey, Evox or Vengix, he doesn't like human DNA since his body rejected Steel because of his half DNA, and being in Mad Daniel's body made him sick, so they're like, hey, let's just give him a big human blasted attack. So what they do, they transfer all their human energy into the Megazord, so when it attacks, it fires human energy. They attack Evox in his big Giga Drone, and it explodes. It's gone. It's done. Evox and Vengix has finally been destroyed. Vengix is dead. Evox is dead. He's finally gone. So, after the wreckage, the Rangers check everything out, and there's this green tint of Morphex energy in the air. It's sort of like snowing Morphex energy because it's returning to the tower. And then the Rangers are checking everything out, and then something weird happens. Steel appears in front of him. He's alive again. Steel's back. The Morphin Grid brought him back. But the Morphin Grid has another plan for Steel, and that is they turn him into a human. That's right. Steel is finally a human, and this once again was a nice touching moment, because throughout Season 1 and Season 2, Steel wanted to do human things. He wanted to be a human. He wanted to act like a human, and now the Morphin Grid granted him that wish. And it's kind of weird how they explain it, because Devon says if the Morphin Grid wants it to happen, it will happen. So I guess the Morphin Grid is like God now in the Power Rangers universe. If you can be brought back and become a human, then it's going to do that. It's going to do that. So a bit weird, but I'll buy it. But I liked the emotional moment it gave us, making Steel human and giving Nate his brother back, so I really enjoyed that nice little ending we got. Also, Steel is dubbed over by Jamie Lennon. I don't know the name of the actor that plays Steel in his human form or teenage form, but they basically dubbed him over with Jamie Lennon, which seems appropriate. Well, it is appropriate, and he's doing like a teenager voice, like a squeaky teenager voice. Well, not too squeaky, but he's doing a teenager voice, and they sort of pitch shifted it to make him sound a lot younger, so yeah, it is what it is. The dubbing isn't that awkward, but I'll let it slide for this nice one moment we got, so yeah. So 1 year later, we get a bit of a time skip to see what everyone is doing, and this is the part of the episode I loved because we get resolve, we get conclusion, we get, like I said, we get resolve and conclusion with our characters we've been following for over almost 2 years, so what happens, the scene opens up with Scrozzle being arrested. He's finally been captured because he had not been paying for his succulent Chinese meals. He was charged 54 times for bailing on the meals, and Ben and Betty and Colonel Truman have brought him to justice. So what really happened to Scrozzle is he was apparently hiding out in the sewers of Corinth for some reason. No idea why. No idea how he got there. I would love to see a backstory with how he got to Corinth, or maybe they never arrested him and he comes back in a season or two later. But yeah, Scrozzle's alive and well. He's not killed. They just put him in Grid Battle Force jail. I hope so. I hope he didn't get the execution. He's my boy. He's my boy. So yeah, Scrozzle's arrested, and who's in charge of Grid Battle Force? Devin Daniels. Devin has been promoted to commander of Grid Battle Force, and that is freaking awesome to see someone like Devin, who didn't know what he was doing with his life at the start of Beast Morphers, is now the commander of Grid Battle Force. I mean, that is character development to a T, seeing a character go on a journey like that where he was a bit of a slacker and now he showed true leadership, and now he is the leader of Grid Battle Force. So that is awesome. Also, Ben and Betty were the ones that helped Colonel Truman bring Scrozzle to justice and arrest him, so I get the feeling that Ben and Betty had their own adventures in the RPM world with Dr. K and stuff like that, so that is cool. And like I said, we finally get the Colonel Truman cameo that was teased over a year ago. It's for like a minute, but hey, at least we got it, and it's really cool. You see Colonel Truman and Devin shake hands, and Colonel Truman says, "I'm a big fan of yours," so that is really cool. That is really cool to see those two characters interact. Really, really awesome. I'm just glad we got to see Colonel Truman. I kind of wish we got to see more of him, but it's a nice little cameo to see him come back in this one episode, especially for a small scene like that, so that's really cool. And it's also cool to see my boy Scrozzle live at the end of the series, so yeah. Grid Battle Force is now running on solar energy and wind energy because they no longer use the Morphex towers because, like Mayor Daniels said, that would be a bit of a dangerous thing. So thanks to Zoe's big ideas, they're now running on wind energy and solar energy, which is really nice. And we also get to see that Nate and Zoe's relationship has blossomed, and yeah, maybe they'll get married eventually. Who knows? But yeah, they're still together, and it's really nice. Roxy and Ravi are still together, and their final scene is them painting Roxy in the park, and Ravi's mum's there, and they have a nice little moment where Ravi's like, "Good job, General," and Ravi's mum's like, "Call me Mum," which is a nice little moment there. So we get some nice conclusions with these characters. And then the final scene to see the last two characters in Power Rangers Beast Morphers and what they've been doing the whole time is Steel. And Steel is now a big Hollywood actor. He's a big movie star, which is really cool as well. Really cool as well to see that Steel followed his dreams and became a movie star. And guess who's his stunt double? Blaze. So don't worry, Blaze. I hear that being a stunt double in Power Rangers can make you be an actual Ranger for real. But hey, maybe Blaze is actually a Red Ranger now because Devon's the commander. Who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll find out eventually. But Steel gets a call saying there's an emergency because Devon was saying to Ben and Betty it's Operation 365, which means a whole year. So Steel gets to the Grid Battle Force HQ and they find out that they're celebrating his birthday. It's his birthday today and he turns 1 year old. So Steel makes a wish and they say, "What did you wish for, Steel?" And he said, "It already came true." And then they dance to the song "It's Great to Be a Human" we heard playing a couple of episodes ago. Everyone dances and has a lot of fun. And that's where Power Ranger Beast Morphers comes to a close. So what's my final opinion on this episode of Power Ranger Beast Morphers Season 2? Well, it's one of the best season finales we've gotten in a long time because we got conclusion and closure with our characters, a nice happy ending, plot threads wrapped up, the RPM plotline that we've had lingering and cliffhangering for the past 11 years finally comes to a close. So yeah, this has been one crazy season finale and I loved it. I loved it to bits and I can't wait to see where it's going to go next. I mean, Beast Morphers has come to a close, but what are they going to do with Dino Fury? Who knows? But I just really like this season. I can't wait to see what happens next and if we will visit these characters again, because I'm going to miss these characters. Ben and Betty, I got mad at them later on in the season, but I loved them a lot in Season 1. Devon, Ravi, Zoe, Nate, Steel. They were awesome characters. They were really fun to follow. The villains I was invested in. I mean, I've never been invested in villains in a TV show for the longest time, especially a Power Rangers series, trying to figure out what they're doing from a critical standpoint and in the review, while speculating and making theories and stuff like that. So, this season was great. It had some rocky moments, but apart from that, I loved it, and I want to thank everyone involved, cast and crew who worked on this show for giving us an awesome season. So thank you so much to everyone involved, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And I really hope that we run into the Beast Morphers cast in the nearby future because I'm going to miss them, I'll be honest. I'm going to miss them after watching this season finale. I'm definitely going to miss these characters quite a fair bit. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking through me as we reviewed Power Ranger Beast Morphers Season 1 and 2. Thank you for all the support I've gotten in the reviews and the theories and stuff like that. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much for the support, every last one of you. And I hope you guys stick with me throughout the year and as we go into Dino Fury in 2021. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And if you're new here and you're watching this review for the very first time, hit that subscribe button, like the video if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, thanks for watching. And like I said, thank you so much for everyone for all the support I've been getting on this channel and in my Power Rangers related videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care.